If you guys missed the Boston Red Sox versus Tampa Bay Rays game yesterday, you're going to want to watch today's video because it was pure insanity. A little sneak peek. Look at this catch from Alex Verdugo over in left field. But anyways, what's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap postseason edition. I am on my way to the Dodgers versus Giants game number 2. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show my face because this is a voiceover. I'm going to try and get this done as quickly as possible. So without further ado, let's jump into the highlights from yesterday. Game number 1, we have the Astros facing off against the White Sox, and Kyle Tucker, he starts off the scoring with an RBI single as Chaz McCormick, he lifts one to make it a 2-0 lead on a sac fly. The White Sox actually jump the Astros and take a few run lead, but then Yuli Gurriel, he ties it up as Yordan Alvarez, he dribbles one up the middle right before Carlos Correa. He takes advantage of poor Lurie Garcia over in right field. He came in as a defensive replacement and it backfired. Kyle Tucker hits a 2-run Oppo Taco off of Craig Kimbrell, and White Sox fans, they were not happy. They're pleading with them to pretty much play the Uno reverse card and get Nick Madrigal back on the squad because they do not want Craig Kimbrell on their team going forward. But I do want to shout out Kyle Tucker as well as Carlos Correa because in my opinion, both of them have been top 5 at their position. And then later on in the game, we can see that Jose Altuve was showing off the leather and the arm all in the same play as the Astros. They win easily 9-4. Moving on over to the Brewers versus the Braves, we have Corbin Burnes versus big game Charlie Morton. They both were able to shred up the other guy's team up until 6 innings. Corbin Burnes had 6 strikeouts. He was able to get past 3 very uncharacteristic walks, and he went 6 shutout innings. And Charlie Morton, he did about the same, 6 shutout innings, but then it got a little bit rowdy. Rowdy Tellez, he belts a 411-foot bomb to break the tie, and guess what happens? The Braves, they refuse to give up. Jock Peterson, who in my opinion should be starting this game over Eddie Rosario. I mean, his nickname is literally Jocktober because his name is Jock Peterson October. You guys get it. That was his 10th postseason home run. Josh Hader, he eventually comes in and grabs the save as the Brewers, they win 2-1 over Atlanta. Moving on over to the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. What a first inning. The Red Sox bounce Shane Baz, the rookie, for 2 runs early on, and Boston, they were having a lot of fun on Twitter, but then they had some karma. Jordan Luplow came in huge for the Rays, and he made Cleveland fans happy. If you don't remember, we sent him to the Tampa Bay Rays at the deadline. So a grand slam was hit right after Yandy Diaz drove in one on a single. The Rays, they got some Twitter payback. So apparently the Red Sox put out a tweet saying that they were having fun, and then the Rays said, hey, we are too. But karma, like I mentioned, is a B. Xander Bogaerts and Alex Verdugo, they both go yard, and Kike Hernandez, he had a historic day. We'll talk about that in just a second. Just dingers. JD Martinez hits a 3-run tater, and Tanner Houck, he saved Chris Sale. So Chris Sale was the guy that gave up 5 earned runs early, and at one point, Tanner Houck, when you factor in his last 3 outings, he had retired 30 consecutive hitters in a row. So technically, he threw a perfect game and then some. Vasquez, he drove in an RBI on a little single in the 7th inning. Rafael Devers goes 425 feet to dead center. Kike had 5 base hits in yesterday's game. He drives in 2 on a single. He is the 2nd player in history. He joins Hideki Matsui as the only 2 guys to ever have 5 base hits in one postseason game. And to me, that was a fat statement from the Boston Red Sox. And then last but not least, the Giants versus the Dodgers. Logan Webb, he came into yesterday's game not having lost the game since May 5th. So he's trying to keep up the momentum, and Walker Buehler, this guy has never allowed a home run on a 3-0 count until Buster Posey decides to break that. He hits a 2-run missile into McCovey Cove. Not very many right-handed hitters can say they've done that. LaStella and Brandon Crawford, they turn a sick double play in the 4th inning, and KB, no, not kissing Kate Barlow, Chris Bryant hits a home run in the 7th, and I do think that he is the most handsome man in all of Major League Baseball. But a lot of people are saying Dansby Swanson, so who's the guy? Who would you guys go for if there was a vote? Chris Bryant ends up going 3 for 3 in his postseason debut with the Giants. Logan Webb, he was fantastic. Almost 8 innings of shutout baseball. He had 10 strikeouts, did not allow a single walk. Good for him. Brandon Crawford hits a home run, and then Camilo Duvall, he shuts the door as Logan Webb, he joins Jake Arrieta as the only pitchers in postseason history to go 7 shutout innings with 10 plus strikeouts and 0 walks in their debut. So we went 3 for 4 with yesterday's predictions. I thought that the Dodgers were going to win, so I got that one wrong. Today we have Max Fried versus Brandon Woodruff, and I just feel like Max Fried is is going to get the best of the Brewers, so I'm going to go with Atlanta. And then in game number 2, the one that I'll be going to and vlogging, we have Julio Urias and Kevin Gausman. This one's tough. I think I'm going to go with Kevin Gausman. Even though Urias, he almost won World Series MVP just a year ago, I got to go with pretty much Klubot 2.0. Kevin Gausman is a machine. All right, everyone, thank you all so much for stopping by for today's postseason recap. To end today's recap, I just want to say thank you all so much for your support. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for yet another vlog. There won't be a recap, but instead that vlog from the Giants game. And enjoy this day in MLB history. This was a tough call.
To the wall.
As soon as I saw it get up, I went right down the stairway, got myself to the wall, and I don't even remember doing that.
And what happens here? He contends that a fan reaches up and touches it, but Richie Garcia says no.